Nama saya Zara Aisyah binti Kamal, berusia 26 tahun, dan saya adalah staff nurse di Hospital Kuala Lumpur. Hari ini adalah Sabtu pagi, jam 6:15 pagi. Dan saya baru saja sampai ke apartemen saya di kondominium di Cera selepas night shift yang sangat exhausting, 12 jam straight. Dari 6 PM semalam hingga 6 AM pagi ini, menghadapi emergency cases, patients yang demanding, dan satu code blue yang buat saya dan tim almost lose patient. Saya rasa every muscle dalam badan saya screaming untuk rest. Mata saya burning, kepala saya berdenyut dengan dull headache, dan semua yang saya nak adalah shower cepat dan tidur selama possible sebelum kena bangun untuk next shift. Malam ni OTT 8 PM, 14 hours untuk recharge. That's all I need. Saya masuk apartemen, buang bag, kasut, dan terus ke bilik air untuk quick shower. Air panas feels like heaven di atas badan yang exhausted. Lepas mandi, saya pakai comfortable pajamas, set alarm untuk 5 PM untuk bagi masa prepare untuk kerja, don't literally fall into bed. Kepala saya barely hit pillow. Bila saya already drifting off piece. Finally, quiet, rest. 3 jam kemudian, jam 9:15 pagi, saya terjaga dengan sudden bila doorbell. Apartment saya bunyi loud, persistent, berulang kali. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Saya groggily bangun, confused dan disorient. Siapa yang datang pagi-pagi ini? Saya tidak expect anyone. Doorbell bunyi lagi, even more insistent. Okay, saya datang. Saya mumble sambil stumble toward pintu still half asleep. Saya buka pintu, squinting dalam bright morning light dari koridor, dan scene di depan saya makes absolutely no sense. Ada seorang uncle taxi driver yang kelihatan confused dan slightly annoyed. Dan di sebelah dia, ada 3 budak kecil dengan backpacks dan small bags. Budak-budak tuh kelihatan takut. 2 yang younger sedang menangis dengan soft. Ya, kata saya dengan confused, trying untuk proses apa yang saya tengok. Taxi uncle relieved untuk nampak saya. Enci. Finally, saya dah knock berkali-kali. Ini anak awak ke? Mak dia suruh hantar sini. Saya dah bawa dari Damansara. Jauh tuh. Saya still processing. Anak saya tidak ada anak. Uncle, I think awak salah. Tetapi kemudian saya really looked 80 children. Dan I recognized them. Aiman, Alya, dan Aryan. Anak-anak kakak saya. Panicked dan confusion hit me all at once. Aiman, Alya, Aryan, apa korang buat di sini? Where's your mama? Aiman, yang oldest at 8 years old, passed me crumpled piece of paper dengan shaking hands. Mata dia red dari crying. Mama kata Uncle Taxi bawa kami ke rumah Auntie Zara. Kata awak akan jaga kami. Saya rasa blood draining dari muka saya. Tidak. No. Ini tidak boleh happening. Dengan hands yang trembling sedikit dari combination of exhaustion dan mounting rage, saya bukakan note. Tulisan tangan Nadia, kakak saya, Zara. Emergency family trip. Awak adalah Tia. Mereka juga budak-budak untuk weekend. Balik Isnin, foods dan clothes semua ada dalam bags. Nadia, saya stared each note, reading it 2-3 kali, hoping words akan berubah. Tetapi tidak. My sister had literally put her 3 children in a taxi and sent them across Kuala Lumpur kepada saya. After saya explicitly said, no, bila dia called 3 hari lepas untuk ask. Let me flashback sedikit untuk context. Rabu lepas, Nadia call saya tengah saya in the middle of handling patient Zara. Weekend ni kan, you jaga budak-budak, me. Dan girlfriends not pergi short trip. Saya exhausted from back-to-back shifts. KAKAK, I have work, night shifts both days, I can't. Nadia kamu nawakan? Single, no commitments, just help. Saya, being single doesn't mean I'm free babysitter. I have work. Nadia annoyed. Fine. Selfish. Dan, she hung up. Dan, now this? Taxi uncle cleared his throat, dengan impatient. Enci, fare adalah RM150 dari Damansara sampai sini. Jam pun teruk. Saya tidak even have wallet dengan saya. Ia dalam bag saya yang saya drop by pintu bila sampai pagi tadi. Saya scramble untuk grab purse. Keluarkan duit dengan shaking hands. pas kepada Uncle. RM150 dari saving saya untuk seni just gone. Macam tu. Uncle counted money, nodded, dan left dengan quick. Alya, yang 6 years old, started crying lebih kuat. Auntie, saya anak mama. Kenapa mama tinggalkan kami? Saya squat down untuk BOTT their eye level. Trying untuk control my own emotions. Mix of fury dengan Nadia dan absolute exhaustion. It's okay sayang. Auntie ada di sini.com inside dulu. They shuffled in dengan hesitant, ketakutan clearly written di muka mereka. Aryan Yang, youngest at 4 years old, was clutching stuffed dinosaur dan sobbing. Saya looked at them, scared, confused children yang tidak deserve ini, then kemudian looked at note lagi. Dan then I noticed something. Address pada note, unit 12-06, blok C, residensi Ceras. Wait. My unit adalah 12-08, bukan 12-06. Saya rushed kepada pintu dan looked at the unit, number next to my door. 1208. Confirmed. Nadia gave wrong address kepada taxi driver, tetapi taxi uncle? Obviously, tanya security atau someone. Sebab somehow dia ended up di floor yang betul, dan maybe dia just tried nearest unit bila 12-06 tidak answer, or maybe, oh God, Unit 1206, saya tahu, saya penduduk di situ. Maya, my ex, Kami broke up 6 months ago. Dan living in same condominium has been awkward dance of avoiding each other. Maksud kata, did taxi uncle pergi ke sana first? Saya felt sick. This situation just went dari bod kepada absolute nightmare. Saya close-pinned dan looked 83 children di living room saya. They looked so small. So scared. Aiman trying untuk be brave, wiping tears dari adik-adik dear twinnya faces. Aiman, sweetie, did Uncle Taxi pergi ke unit lain dulu before datang sini? Aiman nodded dengan sniffling. Yeah, auntie. Dia knock satu pintu, tapi tak ada orang buka. Kemudian dia tanya neighbor, dan neighbor kata maybe unit sebelah. So dia bawa kami sini. Perfect. Just perfect. Saya grabbed phone saya untuk call Nadia, straight to voicemail. Of course, saya called lagi. Voicemail. Again. Voicemail, she turned off her phone. Saya tried untuk breathe, untuk think rationally despite exhaustion dan rage yang building okay. Children are here. They're scared. They need stability right now. Regardless of how furious saya dengan their mother, adakah Anda pernah digunakan oleh family sebagai babysitter percuma? Kongsi saya knelt down in front of them. Okay guys, auntie tahu ini scary. Tetapi awak semua safe with me, okay? Let's put your bags down, then kita figure things out. They nodded, still tearful. Saya helped them dengan bags, which barely had anything useful. 2 sets of clothes, beberapa snacks. Then that's it. No proper meals, no medications kalau they need, no comfort items except Aryan's dinosaur. Typical Nadia, minimal effort. Saya settled them to sofa dengan cartoon on TV, gave them snacks dari kitchen. Dan tried calling Nadia lagi, still off. Saya called ibu bapa, kami next. Maangkat after several rings. Suara dia sleepy. Zara, kenapa call pagi-pagi ini? Saya tried untuk keep voice calm. Ma, Nadia hantar Aiman, Alya dan Aryan dengan teksi ke apartemen saya. Lepas saya dah. Kata saya tidak boleh jaga sebab kerja. They're here now, scared. Dan Nadia's phone OFF. Mak silent sebentar. Kemudian dia say, Zara, awak ganti ya mereka. Just help G untuk weekend. Kakak awak perlukan break juga. Dia busy dengan budak-budak. Saya could not believe what I'm hearing. Mac, did you hear what I said? Dia put them in taxi, alone, 3 young children, across city, without my permission. After I said no. And she gave wrong address. Mac's tone became defensive. Alah, budak-budak tuh, sampai dengan selamat kan? Tak ada masalah. Awak, jangan dramatik sangat. Family help, family. Saya felt tears of frustration burning behind my eyes. Saya baru balik from 12 hour night shift. Saya ada kerja lagi malam nih. Saya perlukan sleep. Ini bukan about helping family. Ini about Nadia dumping her children without consent. Aya's voice came dari background. Dia must have taken phone. Zara, jangan bising-bising. Kakak awak perlukan weekend off. Dan awak kan ada free time? You're single? Just jaga budak-budak untuk few days? Tak susah pun. Free time, single. Like being single means saya tidak ada life or responsibilities. Saya wanted untuk scream. Ayah, I have work. I'm exhausted. And this is wrong. What Nadia did is Ayah cut me off dengan firm. Enough, Zara. Don't be selfish. Jaga your nieces, Dan nephew. We raised you better than this. Dan Dia hung up. Saya stared at phone, tears finally spilling over. This is what always happens. Always. Nadia does something outrageous, entitled, atau irresponsible. Then somehow I'm the bad guy kalau I push back. Saya have been invisible helper dalam family sejak I turn 8. Every weekend, every holiday, every emergency, saya expected untuk drop everything untuk babysit Nadia's kids. Let me explain history. Nadia adalah 6 years older than me. Bila dia married Rizal 10 years ago, she was immediately elevated kepada golden child status. Married daughter dengan family adalah everything dalam mata parents kami. When Aiman was born 8 years ago, saya was 18 down, baru masuk nursing school. Zara KAKAK perlu kan help dengan baby. Awak kan student G schedule flexible? Helpful jaga Aiman couple hours setiap hari. Couple hours became whole weekends. Became canceling study sessions. Became failing satu tes. Sebab saya too exhausted dari overnights babysitting. When Alya was born 2 tahun after pattern continued. Then Aryan. For 8 years, I have been unpaid on-call babysitter Nadia Nevereski. She tells Zara, Saturday saya ada appointment. You jaga kids. No, please. No consideration of my schedule. And kala saya say no, parents guilt trip me. Family helps family. Awak ta sayang nieces dan nephew awak Kecuali sacrifice so much for her family. Least you can do is help. Tetapi when saya needed help, satu kali, 2 years ago, saya kena urgent shift conference. Then I desperately needed someone untuk feed my cat. Sebab I'd be gone 16 hours. Saya asked Nadia. Dia duduk 15 minutes drive away. Her response? Zara, I have my own family untuk take care of. I can't just drop everything untuk your cat. My cat. But I'm supposed untuk drop everything untuk her children. Multiple times per month. Dan, the worst part. This constant babysitting destroyed my relationship dengan Maya dan saya dated for almost 2 tahun. She was patient, understanding, supportive, untuk satu masa. Tetapi after countless canceled dates ruined weekend plans, last minute sorry. I have untucked babysit messages. Dia finally had enough. 6 months ago, we had massive fight. Zara, I love you, but I can't do this anymore. Your sister uses you. Your parents enable it. Then you don't stand up untuk yourself. Every time we plan something, anniversary dinner, weekend getaway, even just movie night, you cancel sebab Nadia needs emergency babysitter. I feel like I'm dating your entire family, bukan just you. I tried untuk defend, untuk explain. Tetapi deep down, saya tahu dia was right. Saya was allowing myself untuk be walked over. Maya continued, tears streaming. I asked you untuk choose one weekend, our anniversary weekend yang we planned for months, on to prioritize us. Then you still canceled sebab Nadia wanted spa day. Spa day. Zara. Not emergency. Not illness. Spa day. I can't compete dengan your family's demands anymore. I deserve partner yang puts me first sometimes. Then awak deserve to respect yourself enough untuk say no. We broke up that night. It shattered me. Tetapi even after that wake-up call, even after losing woman I loved, I still struggled and took set boundaries. Sebab parents always made me feel guilty, selfish, now, sitting the living room, dengan 3 scared children Dan, my own exhaustion threatening untuk knock me out. Saya realized situation adalah even worse than usual. Because Nadia didn't just impose, she abandoned her children. She put them dalam teksi. The non-stranger sent them across city dengan wrong address. Dan disappeared. This wasn't asking for help. This was neglect. This was dangerous, saya looped. ATQ's D sofa. Aiman was trying untuk calm down Aryan, who was still crying untuk mama. Alya was quietly munching snack. Looking traumatized, saya made decision. First priority, children's safety, dan comfort. Second priority, dealing dengan Nadia, saya sat dengan them. Guys, I know this is scary. Tetapi auntie promise you're safe. We're going untuk make this okay, alright? They nodded. Have you eaten breakfast? They shook heads. Of course not. Nadia probably just shoved them into taxi first thing paj. Saya went KAKAK kitchen, then started making simple breakfast scrambled eggs, toast, juice. While cooking, saya heard knock, deep into, gentle knock. Saya wiped hands, then went on to answer, wondering, siapa now? Saya opened door, dan my heart sank. Maya. Maya stood there, dengen concerned expression, wearing casual home clothes, soft gray sweater, dan jeans, hair dalam messy boon. She looked beautiful. As always, Dan seeing her up close after months of careful avoidance made my chest tight. Zara, hi. I, ... I heard crying earlier. Then I saw teksi uncle dengan budak. Are you okay? Is everything all right? Her voice was gentle, concerned, Dan so familiar that it hurt. Saya felt tears threatening again, that a pure emotional overload, exhaustion, anger dengan Nadia, stress dengan situation, dawn now, unexpected kindness, Dari ex-girlfriend Yang I still had feelings for. Maya, it's complicated, those are my nieces, Don nephew, my sister, ... Daya. Saya couldn't even finish sentence, so it sounded so absurd. Maya's eyes widened, Dan understanding. Oh God, Zara Daya dumped them. Dengan you? After you broke up dengan me sebab, you were always babysitting them. There was no judgment, dalam voice. Dear, just genuine concern, Dan maybe. Hint of vindication, untuk. Having been right about my family dynamics, it's worse. Saya said no, explicitly 3 days ago. Saya ate night shifts. I'm exhausted. I said I couldn't. And she ... She put them in taxi this morning. Don sent them. Dengan wrong address? Your address. Unit 1206. That's why taxi Anka probably knocked your door first. Maya's face went Dari concern, KAKAK shock, KAKAK anger. She puts 3 small children dalam teksi alone. With wrong address, Zara. That's, Dia paused, clearly struggling untuk find appropriate words. That's child endangerment. That's abandonment. Saya nodded, wiping tears Yang finally spilled over. I know. And my parents. They told me untuk stop being dramatic, then just jaga them. Like this is normal. Like this is okay. Maya looked at me dengan mix of sympathy dan frustration. Sama frustration yang used untuk be directed at me dalam relationship kami, but now clearly directed at my family. Zara, come here. She pulled me into gentle hug, then I broke down. Just for a moment, letting exhaustion then stress pour out dalam quiet SOBs against her shoulder. She rubbed my back dengan soothing. It's okay. Let it out. You're exhausted. You're stressed. Dan, your family just pulled massive betrayal. After moments, Saya pulled back, embarrassed. Sorry. I shouldn't. We're not. Maya smiled dengan sad. We're not together anymore, but I still care about you. Don, I can see you need help. Have the kids eaten? Saya wiped face. I'm making breakfast now. They're watching TV. Maya hesitated, then said, Look, I know this is weird given our history. Tetapi I work from home today. Architecture deadlines tetapi flexible. Kalau you need untuk rest before your night shift, I can help keep an eye dingen them. At least untuk few hours so you can sleep. Saya stared at her. Maya, you don't have to. She cut me off. Dengan firm but kind. I know I don't have to. Tetapi those kids look scared. You look dead on your feet. Dan's situation knee is messed up. Let me help. For the kids' sake, if nothing else. Before Saya could respond, another voice came Dari building corridor. Zara, UOQ Dr. Hari's colleague Dari hospital was walking toward us. Dia lived the same condominium juga few floors up. Dia was wearing workout clothes, probably just finished morning run. Harris and Saya had been friendly colleagues for past year. Dan lately there had been hints of interest. Dari his side, lingering looks, offers onto coffee, finding excuses, onto talk. Saya had been cautiously interested juga, but too exhausted dawn to hurt from Maya untuk pursue anything. Now dia looked concerned, taking dalam scene, Saya dengan tear-stained face. Maya standing protectively nearby, sounds of children crying dari dalam apartment. I heard commotion earlier, Dan, then I saw you, Dari, window looking upset. What's going on? Saya explained situation dengan brief Nadia, taxi, kids, wrong address, parents yang unhelpful. With each sentence, Haris's expression grew darker than in anger. As doctor, especially one who works dengan children sometimes, Daya immediately grasped severity. Zara. That's abandonment. Legal abandonment. Your sister put minors dalam vehicle dengan stranger, no proper supervision, wrong address. If anything had happened, dia didn't need untuk finish. We all who accident, kids getting lost, taxi driver dengan, bad intentions, so many things could have gone wrong. Suddenly, Saya had my exhausted self, my ex-girlfriend Don, my colleague/potential love interest, all standing dalam corridor discussing my sister's negligence. It would be laughable kalau it wasn't so awful. I know, Saya sighed dengan tired. Tetapi right now, priority adalah making sure kids are okay. Anidak figure out anak buat for weekend while Nadia's, wherever she is. Haris immediately said, I'm off today. I can help. Ami kalau, you want? I'm good. Dan kids pediatric rotation taught me that, Maya added. Dan, I already offered. We can trade off. You go sleep untuk few hours before your night shift. We keep kids entertained. Dan fed. Saya looked between them. Ex-girlfriend yang I still am don colleague gang might become something more, both offering untuk help dalam absolutely bizarre situation. You both? You'd do that? Even though this isn't your problem? Haris said firmly. Your colleague Don friend? You're exhausted from night shift and you have another one tonight? You need rest? Let us help. Maya nodded. Don, honestly, Zara, those kids shouldn't suffer sebab their mother is awful. They didn't ask untuk ini. She was right. God, she was right. Saya felt overwhelming gratitude, mixed dengan complicated feelings about having both of them dalam my space. Okay, thank you, both of you. Let me finish making breakfast untuk them, Don, then maybe I can sleep for a few hours. Apa yang awak akan buat? Call polis atau terima situasi? Komen pendapat. Kami semua masuk apartemen. Dan yes, situation adalah big awkward. My ex-girlfriend, my potential new romance, then myself dalam confined space dengan 3 traumatized children. Tetapi everyone was professional dan focused on kids. Saya finished making breakfast, served kepada Aiman, Alya dan Aryan, who ate dengan hungry clearly. Nadia hadn't fed them properly before shipping them off. Maya engaged in on them, dengan gentle asking about school, hobbies, favorite cartoons. She always was good dengan kids, one of reasons Saya thought she'd be amazing mother someday. Haris helped clean up dishes then made fresh coffee untuk all of us adults. We all needed caffeine. Once kids were more settled, Saya tried calling Nadia again. Still off. Tried Rizal, her husband. Went untuk voicemail dia, probably at work. Left message Rizal, ini Zara. Your wife dumped your children out at my place dalam teksi without permission. Call me back urgent. Saya then tried parents again. No answer. Texted them. No response. Typical. When it's help Nadia, they're immediately available. When it's hold Nadia accountable, suddenly, they're busy. Frustration was mounting. Saya sat the kitchen counter. Head dalam hands, absolutely exhausted. Maya Don Harry's exchanged look. Don Maya said gently. Zara, go sleep. We've got this. Your shift is malam, ni you need rest. Saya wanted him to protest, but body was shutting down. Okay, just a few hours. Kids have snacks dalam bags if they need anything. Haris cut me off dengan gentle. We'll figure it out. Go. Saya stumbled kepada bedroom set alarm. Untuk 2 p.m. Untuk give myself 4 to 5 hours sleep. Dan crashed. Saya was out immediately. Dalam sleep saya, vaguely heard sounds of children playing, cartoons on TV, low murmur of Maya dan Haris talking. At some point Aryan cried, then someone, maybe Haris, soothed him dengan patient. Saya woke up at 2:15 p.m., slept through alarm slightly. Feeling marginally more human but still exhausted, Saya dragged myself out of bed, then found scene dalam living room that was surreal. Maya was sitting the floor dengan Alya, helping her dengan coloring book. Haris was playing dengan Lego, dengan Aiman dan Aryan, making exaggerated dinosaur noises. Yang made boys giggle. They looked up bila I emerged. "Hey, you're up," Maya sighed dengan soft smile. "Kids da markin lunch, we order McDonald's. Hope that's okay." "They're doing much better now." Saya felt overwhelming gratitude. "Thank you, both of you. Seriously, I don't know what I would have done. ... Double quotes. Harris stood up, brushed off his jeans. "You would have managed, sebab. You always do." "But you shouldn't have, untuk." Saya checked phone, several missed calls, dari number I didn't recognize. Checked voicemail. It was Rizal, sounding confused, dan annoyed. "Zara, what you mean Nadia dumped kids dengan you? She told me they're dengan you for weekend sebab. You offered untuk babysit while she visits her friend Yang sick. Call me back. My blood boiled. Sick friend?" Saya offered. Saya immediately called him back. He answered dengan harassed. "Rizal, where are you?" "Singapore. Work conference." "Why? What's going on?" "Your wife lied kepada you." Saya didn't offer anything. "She asked me Wednesday. I said no more sebab I have work shifts. Then this morning she put your children dalam teksi with stranger then, sent them across KL dengan wrong address." Silence. "Then, what?" "That's Zara. That doesn't make sense," she said. Saya cut him off dengan firm. "Check dengan taxi company call it you don't believe me. Check dengan your wife's phone." "Where is she?" More silence. "She said she's visiting Mira dalam Seremban. Friend dari college young, sick. I'm supposed to untuk be back Sunday night. She'd be back Monday." Saya left dengan bitter. "Rizal, I bet you apapun Nadia bukan dalam Seremban visiting anyone sick. Check her social media. Check Instagram." Saya heard typing, then sharp intake of breath. "Oh my God. She's dalam Langkawi, with friends. At resort she just posted stories." Saya felt vindicated. "So, emergency family trip, adalah girls' vacation." She lied. "Kepada you." Lied. "Kepada me." Dan abandoned your children. "Still think situation ni makes sense." Rizal sounded furious, then maybe shocked juga. "Zara, I'm so sorry. I had no idea." She told me completely different story. "Are the kids okay?" "They're traumatized but physically fine. No thanks kepada their mother." "Rizal, what kind of person puts 3 small children dengan stranger dalam teksi? Wrong address, no proper supervision." Daya was silent, probably trying on the process bahawa his wife wasn't who dia thought. "I'm going untuk cut conference short. I'll be back by tomorrow morning. Can you please take care of them until then? I know I have no right untuk ask after what happened, but..." Saya sighed. "Rizal, I'm taking care of them, sebab I love them, then they didn't ask untuk ini. Bukan sebab of Nadia atau you, tetapi kita need untuk talk about boundaries bila you get back. Nadia has used me as free babysitter for years. Dan, this crosses every line." Dia agreed dengan quick. I'm sorry, we'll talk, thank you, Zara." After hanging up, Saya shared update dengan Maya dan Haris. Maya shook her head dengan disgusted. "So she lied kepada her husband, lied kepada you, dumped her kids, Dan went pada vacation. I don't even have words," Haris said quietly. "Zara, you should consider filing police report." Saya looked at him, dengan surprise. "What? Police report? Against my own sister?" Dia nodded dengan serious. "Yes. What she did was child abandonment. It's crime. Those children could have been hurt, lost, anything. She needs untucked face consequences or she'll keep doing this." Maya actually agreed Haris is right. "Zara, I know family dynamics complicated. Tetapi this isn't about petty family drama. This is about 3 kids' safety. What if next time something worse happens?" Saya felt torn. Filing police report against own sister felt nuclear option. Tetapi another part of me, tired, angry, done with being used part, knew they were right. Ini had gone too far. Before Saya could respond, there was knocked door. Saya opened it to find Kasidi elderly neighbor Dari across hall. She was sweet lady dalam her mid-60s, who always smiled bila we passed dalam corridor. Zara dia, I hope I'm not intruding. Tetapi saya nampak commotion pagi tadi dengan budak-budak dan taksi. Are you alright? Saya felt touched dengan concern dia Kasidi. It's complicated. My sister, she sent her children dengan taksi kepada saya, without asking. Kasiti's face hardened dengan understanding. Zara, dear, saya hidup dalam kondominium ni for 10 years. Saya nampak cute. Every weekend you jaga those children. Birthday parties, family gatherings. You always aid attention them while their mother goes out. Saya saw how hard you work, coming home different hours, always exhausted. Dan Saya saw how your sister treats you, drops kids, Dan leaves. It's not right. Her validation made me want untuck cry again. At least someone saw it. Someone noticed. Kasidi, I don't know, anak bu. She patted my hand and motherly. You do what's right, untuck those children. Sometimes family needs wake-up call. Sometimes consequences add a lot. Only way people learn. After Kasidi left, Saya made decision. Haris, can you help me file police report? Dia nadit dengan supportive. Of course. We can go sekarang kalau you want, or later. Either way, I'll help document everything. Maya offered, I'll stay dengan kid. They're comfortable now, no point stressing them with police station visit. Saya appreciated juga how seamlessly they were working together despite awkwardness. Focus was entirely on helping me dan kids. Haris dan saya went kepada police station nearby. At station, Saya explained situation kepada officer on duty, Corporal Azmi, middle-aged man dengan serious demeanor. Saya showed bilhet dari Nadia taksi receipt. Text messages refusing babysitting requests, call logs showing attempts untuck contact her, Dan screenshots of her Instagram stories, Dari Langkawi Resort. Corporal Azmi listened dengan increasingly concerned expression. Puan Zara, what you're describing, at a lot child abandonment. It's serious offense. Your sister put minors at risk by placing them dengan, unknown taxi driver, providing incorrect address, Dan leaving them without verified adult supervision. This warrants investigation. He took my official statement, photocopied semua evidence. Dan said they would contact Nadia untuck questioning. Sinead untuck return immediately. Untuck address this. Depending on circumstances, she could face charges. Saya felt mix of satisfaction and dread. Saya just reported my own sister untuck police. But Haris squeezed my shoulder then reassuring. You did right then. This is about protecting those kids. Kami returned kepada apartment around 4 p.m. Kids were playing dengan Maya, who had pulled out some art supplies. Dari her apartment untuck keep them entertained. They seemed much calmer, even happy. Seeing them relaxed made me realize how traumatized they must have been this morning. Saya thanked Maya profusely again. I should go. Dia sait dengan gentle. I have client call at 5. Tetapi, Zara, kalau you need anything else, I'm just next door. Dan, I mean it. She looked at me dengan something dalam her eyes. Nostalgia, regret, care. Saya couldn't quite read it. Thank you, Maya, for everything today. I know this was weird, uncomfortable, she interrupted dengan soft. It was. Tetapi seeing you finally stand up untuk yourself, worth it? I'm proud of you. After she left, Hari stayed bit longer untuk help dengan dinner preparation. Saya was expecting untuk go untuk night shift at 8 p.m., tetapi around 6 p.m., Saya got called dari supervisor. Zara, I know this last minute, but says Zana just called family emergency. Boli, you come in earlier, like 7 p.m.? Normally, Saya would say yes automatically. But today, dengan everything, Saya found myself saying, I'm sorry, I can't. I have family situation need. I'll be there 8 p.m. as scheduled. Supervisor was understanding. Okay, no problem. See you then. Haris overheard. Dan smiled, dengan proud. Look at you, setting boundaries. I'm impressed. Langgan untuk cerita empowerment. Then standing up, untuk diri sendiri. At 7:30 p.m., saya received call from number saya didn't recognize. Answered dengan cautious. Hello, Fura's voice of Nadia erupto dari other end. Zara, what the hell? Police called me. You filed police report against me? Your own sister? Saya felt rage yang had been simmering all day finally boil over. Yes, I did. Sebab you abandoned your children? Nadia, you put them dalam teksi dengan stranger wrong address. After I explicitly said I cannot babysit. What kind of mother does that? Nadia sputtered dengan indignant. I didn't abandon them. I sent them onto family for you untuk take care. That's what family does. I said no. Wednesday, I said I have night shifts, I'm exhausted, I cannot. And even kalau I hadn't, putting kids dalam teksi alone adalah illegal dan dangerous. They could have gotten lost, hurt, anything. Nadia tried different tactic. Zara, you're overreacting. This is how police get involved untuk family matter. You're embarrassing us. What will people think? Saya left dengan bitter. Oh, now you care about what people think. People already thinking, Nadia, you posted Instagram stories dari Langkawi Resort while your children were abandoned. People commenting asking where kids are. You didn't think that through? Did you? Silence? Then you were looking at my Instagram. No, your husband told me untuk check Rizal, remember him? Your husband yang you lead kepada about sick friend dalam Seremban? Yeah, dia knows now you're dalam Langkawi dengan girlfriends. DAS cutting a Singapore conference short untuk come home. More silence than panic, done voice dia. Zara, you told why would you say I cut her off dengan sharp? Why? Because your children turned up ot my door dalam taxi dengan traumatized. Then when I called him untuk ask where his wife Adela, dia didn't even know bahwa kids weren't in him. You lied untuk everyone, Nadia parents, me, your husband. For what? Vacation? Vacation? Nadia started crying, manipulation tactic dia always. You don't understand how hard it is. 3 kids, demanding husband, how suntuk manage. I needed break. I deserve vacation. Saya felt zero sympathy. Everyone deserves breaks, Nadia, but you don't abandon your children untuk, get 'em? You arrange childcare properly. You ask dengan advance. You don't lie dan put kids dalam danger. Dan, you especially don't use me as your personal free babysitting service for 8 years. Dan, then ignore bila. I say no. She tried onto guilt trip. I thought family help each other. I thought you loved your niece's dan nephew. That line, that damn line that parents always used pada me? Don't you dare? I love those kids. That's why I filed police report sebab what you did, put them at risk. I love them enough untuk protect them even dari their own mother. That's more than you're doing. Dia was full on sobbing now. Police side, I have untuk come back untuk questioning my vacation is ruined. This was supposed untuk be my time. Saya felt absolutely no remorse. Good. It should be ruined. Come back, Dan, face what you did. Take responsibility. Nadia hung up dalam tantrum. Saya stood there, phone dalam hand shaking slightly, dari adrenaline. Haris had heard entire conversation. You did good. She needed untuk hear that. Saya nodded, feeling emotionally drained. Saya needed untuk leave, untuk work soon. Haris, I have. Untuk go untuk night shift. Can you stay dengan them until Rizal comes tomorrow? Or maybe I should call dia interrupted dengan jeto. Zara, I already took tomorrow off. I'll stay tonight. Dengan kids. I'll sleep di sofa, make sure they're okay. You go on tuck work, don't worry. Saya felt overwhelming gratitude. This man, whom Saya barely knew outside of work, was giving up his weekend untuk help me. Haris, you really don't have, he smiled dengan warm. I know, but I want to. Go save lives. I'll save bedtime stories. Saya changed into scrubs, grabbed bag, then gave instructions kepada Haris, kids' bedtime routine, emergency numbers, where everything auto. Kids gave me hugs before I left, less scared now. Auntie, you coming back? Aryan asked dengan small voice. Yes, sayang. Tomorrow morning, Uncle Haris akan jaga korang malam ni. Okay? He's very nice. They nodded, trusting. Saya left dengan heavy heart, but also strange sense of relief. For first time dalam 8 years, I set real boundary dengan consequences. It felt terrifying and empowering at the same time. Night shift was blur of activity, emergency admissions, medication rounds, patient monitoring, but throughout, my mind kept wandering kepada kids dengan harus at home, kepada Nadia having untuk face police, kepada parents yang would inevitably call dengan accusations. Sure enough, during 2 a.m. break, Saya had 6 missed calls. Dari Mac, Saya called back with heavy sigh. Zara, apa yang awak buat? Nadia crying, police involved, family name is embarrassed. Straight onto accusation. No concern for me or kids. Mac, did Nadia tell you apa dia buat? She made mistake? She shouldn't have sent kids dalam teksi. Fine. But police, Zara, you go that far. Saya felt years of pent-up frustration unleashing. Yes, police sebab what she did was crime. Muck, 3 small children dalam teksi dengan stranger. Wrong address, no supervision. They could have been lost. Hurt. Anything. Dia lead untuk husband lead untuk me. Dan went dalam vacation. And you're worried about family name. Mock tried to deflect. You should have just taken care of them. You're their aunt. You love them. I do love them. That's why I called police. To protect them. Mac, for 8 years I have been free babysitter. Every weekend. Every holiday. I've canceled dates, exams, important plans. My relationship dengan Maya ended sebab I was always babysitting. And you never once told Nadia, untuk, stop using me. Never once defended me. Always Zara, help your sister Zara, be flexible Zara, don't be selfish. When is it selfish untuk have my own life? Mac was silent, probably shocked did an outburst. Saya continued, voice breaking dengan emotion. Saya sighed no on Wednesday. Clearly, I said I have work, I'm tired, I cannot. Normal person would accept that. But Nadia, she dumped them anyway. Sebab, she knew no one would hold her accountable. Sebab you dan Alya always side dengan her. Well, not this time. This time, actions have consequences. Mac's voice became cold. You're tearing this family apart, Saya laughed, didn't bitter. No, Mac family was torn apart when you decided Satu's daughter was more important than the other. When you decided married daughter dengan. Kids deserves everything. Then single daughter exists untuk serve. I'm done being doormat. I'm done sacrificing my health, my happiness, my life for Nadia's convenience. Don Kalau, that means family is torn. Then maybe it needed untuk be. Saya hung up before she could respond. My hands were shaking, heart pounding. Dr. Farah, senior nurse Don friend, noticed? You okay, Zara? Saya shook my head, tears threatening. Family drama? Ugly one. She pulled me aside. Untuk supply room, untuk privacy. Want untuk talk Saya, explained briefly. She listened again sympathetic. Zara, honey, you did right thing. I've watched you untuk past year. You're always exhausted, always covering for family obligations. You're brilliant nurse, but you can't pour Dari empty cup. It's okay untuk have boundary. It's okay untuk protect yourself.